And we live, baby.
Hold on, did you ever do that?
Oh. What? He got to redo it?
We got it. The end we live, baby. I mean, I gotta get that.
Oh. Okay.
I gotta get that.
And we live, baby.
Hey.
Hey, back in it again.
All right.
Episode 650. No.
The same one that, what's Rogan on, like 1500?
Or something, man. He got.
Or something.
Or something.
Oh, yeah, this is real nice.
That just gets ridiculous. Like, he didn't have so many different conversation and talks and stuff. You know what I mean? Just Musk and all these other people to where, like, the conversations that he actually had, he did kind of, bring some, rustle some feathers.
I started watching the what was it, the Kanye one? But, hold up.
I haven't watched it. I need to watch more of the Rogan podcast. Are you good?
You good?
Are you good, my friend?
Making some adjustments.
Are you good, my friend?
Yeah, that's better.
Hey.
I was just worried. I was like, man, I don't fucking hear Ron. I ain't got no snare in my headphones.
Ain't no snare.
But yeah, it's all good. We're good.
Cool.
Everything's good, dude. Stop
Everything
freaking
good.
out. Stop freaking out. It's gonna be okay.
He has all those endorphins running.
Yeah, buddy. Got back day today.
Yeah. Shout out LA, man. There's like nobody there.
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
It's like, yeah, that works out perfect.
I feel like it's definitely changed since the Rona. I feel like the Rona has a big part to do with that over there.
People be afraid, man.
I don't know, man.
Too afraid. So, man, I had this dream last night.
Oh, you want to talk about these
Yeah,
dreams?
yeah,
Okay.
like
I
these
thought you were
dreams.
talking about like dreams. But yeah, go on.
No, they are dreams. Like,
Yeah, but dreams, you know.
So I was getting attacked by a giant bird. And this bird was, I swear, it felt like it was a 30-minute long dream. I was hiding under cars and shit.
You
trying
know,
to get away.
You know, there's reasons why you dream.
Exactly, Ron and I we were talking about that.
Yeah. Do you believe in that shit?
I do believe in that.
I think
Yes.
so. I think it's there's something behind it. It definitely is.
Because we were researching it, and it says like if you dream about birds attacking you, it's like pretty much you have a whole bunch of tasks that are pulling you left and right, and you got a bunch of stuff on your mind that you need to choose from, and which is true for me because I got this event, I got practicing music, and you almost hit yourself in the face.
I was like fucking with this thing, and holy shit, man!
Honestly, I didn't even know that did.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh. Yeah. I mean, do you guys know about like numerology or any shit like that? This is just like going off what you're like
But
the
never really.
No.
Yeah, numerology, like what's the zodiac signs and shit like that. Do you believe in that type of shit? Or?
Zodiac signs. Yeah, I believe in it.
I mean,
Or as horoscopes and stuff like
It's
that.
not really the same, but it's like kind of like the same realm, you know.
zodiac signs, you can pretty much fit in every single category of a zodiac sign. It's a general information that they send off to the people that are that can link with like, oh yeah, I'm outgoing.
You're not a believer.
I'm creative.
You're not a believer?
I'm not 100% believer, no. But I mean, just a little bit. It's like I'm a Leo, and everything on Leo that describes me is me. You know.
Didn't they change the like everybody's sign? Because they found out new information, so like
Or something
everybody's
like that,
everybody's changed like a month or some shit.
Yeah, it's something weird. But a lot of it before it got into this basically watered down situation was, it actually comes from, like we were talking earlier. This comes from like the Aztecs and all that other shit. Like all these people that believed in higher powers. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, how do you think that they lasted so long? How do you think that they, had those harvests when, there was a drought or all these other things? You know what I mean? Like, it happened for a reason, and then we, in a sense, we're told that it's not happening or it's not true because we don't see it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Sort of.
So like it's like people when people talk about conspiracies, I can tell you a conspiracy and then you can take it for what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's a conspiracy. It's
you
like,
see
is
what
it
I'm
true?
saying?
Is it
But-
not?
But how about
Exactly,
ask
like,
Al what a
no.
conspiracy is?
What is a conspiracy?
Yeah.
A conspiracy is pretty much a false rumor. It's like
Oh.
UFOs. That's a
What?
conspiracy.
But the funny thing about it is it's a conspiracy because you probably haven't seen it.
Have you seen a UFO?
No, but that's what I'm saying. They actually have shows and shit where actual people talk about seeing UFOs. They actually have documentation from the military that actually said that they seen UFOs and objects that wasn't supposed to be up there, and they actually have files on it.
Do you guys remember that Area 51 shit when everybody went and fucking
was charged? Area 51,
yeah.
We'd all die.
But the most highly guarded place in damn near in the world, you're gonna try to go and just be like, oh, I'm gonna walk on
I'm
it.
just mob through here.
Yeah. Like, especially when it's something where like people are trying to keep secrets, you're not gonna get in there. Like, look at what is it? It's either North, one of the Koreas. I forget. It might be
North
South
Korea.
Or is it North Korea with Kim Jong-un or whatever his name is?
Yeah, the interview.
Well, yeah.
Guy with no butthole.
But it's like,
You don't got a butthole?
You don't got a butthole?
it's like stuff like that though. It's
me
like,
about,
you know,
man,
you
people.
got whole countries that keeping secrets. Like, they don't
Right.
even let you into that country. Like,
That's why I was saying that we're probably 100 years in the future. But what they release out to the public,
we're behind, bro.
I don't think we're behind. I think we're behind on what they release.
Japan is literally 10 years and just.
I love the disagreeing.
Look. Japan is literally 10 years ahead in the technology than America is.
I mean,
China is. But we're 100 years ahead of what? What are you comparing that to? What's the par? Like, what's the bar?
we could have flying cars. They can have the UFOs at Area 51. We can be super advanced, like having like Halo shit, like just force fields and crap. But they're not going to release that out. They're not going to give that to the public.
Well, I mean, it's at that point then they're gonna use it for the military and try to do certain things. So if we go to a world war, you're gonna see all of that. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit that we don't know about. Yeah, there is.
Talking about Treyarch, Treyarch actually got in trouble for releasing.
What is
Treyarch is like Black Ops. Like
Black Cops?
Black Ops. Black Ops operations.
You remember that Ed Bassmaster shit? Black Cops.
But yeah, they actually got in trouble. They got in some huge shit for releasing like secret information because they were doing some research on like modern warfare, like not the game Modern Warfare, but like modern like warfare weaponry and shit like that, like the like tanks that can crawl on the ground and shit, and like jetpacks and crap like that. And they were actually releasing that, and they were like, no, we told that you in secrecy, but. The fuck are you supposed to do when you tell Treyarch something? What are you supposed to do with that? Let's put it in the game.
Treyarch
is a video game.
It's a video game developer.
Yeah.
Call of Duty have multiple. I think they have 2, and it used to be. I think it used to be 3. But like this year was Modern Warfare, and so Infinity War got to design that. And so this upcoming game is Cold War, which is ran by Treyarch. Treyarch does it. So then next year is going to be Modern Warfare again or Infinity War to do it. So they just go back and forth. They literally kind of give them 2 years to come up with the next game in a sense.
Some shit I don't know about, yeah.
But even then, it's like, you know, there's.
So they were mad that they put that in a video game.
Yeah, they were.
And
because it was secret information. They were mad that they released that information out to the public. But I mean, it's a video game. Who's gonna take that seriously? But shit, some people do.
So what happened to Treyarch after that?
I think they got fined. I'm not.
They just got fined. So is it like that important then? You know what I'm saying?
I guess if it was that important, they would shut down the game.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think yes and no. I guess it could. You can go ahead and like shut down the game or whatever, but they have so much money to where it's like it's just like, okay, well, just don't do it, keep secrecy, and then wash your hands of it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, is it like that classified, or are they that worried about it that they're just like, oh, just I'll find you, and then just go along, continue making games. It's no big deal. You know what I'm saying?
I think it comes off. I think it will come off that easy to us, but there's a lot that comes behind that. Like, those people are probably never supposed to speak about that shit again. They do. They go to jail. They go into a black site. All this stuff. Like, all that extra stuff that comes behind it, like, they won't tell, like, you know, us regular people what they're really doing. You got a lot of people that even that work for the government, like, that can't talk about anything. Like, ever. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
that's very true.
So, it's just like, okay, well, you found that. It's like, say if you go overseas, right? And then you see some shit that you weren't supposed to see, or you find some shit you weren't supposed to find, and then you're kind of like, okay, well, I want to go back and do this. Well, they're gonna tell you that you can't do that. If you do it, you know, you may end up dead, or somebody can't find you.
What was that one movie about that snow? I can't remember what it was called. Snowden. You guys remember that movie?
Snowed in?
Snowed in.
I thought you were talking about Frozen for a second.
Who's in?
You want to build a snowman?
Fuck, I don't know. I can't remember the guy's name. But basically, he released like classified information and was like the most wanted man. You guys don't?
Oh, WikiLeaks.
Yeah, I don't.
You ever heard of WikiLeaks?
That sounds like a
Back page?
like a medical issue.
You got to do a lot of research.
Jesus.
WikiLeaks
guy.
It's like one of the biggest information infringements in the ever. With secrets and all type of shit.
I haven't heard of that, no.
I
Yeah.
feel like
You gotta do a
just
lot
associate
you gotta do a
with,
lot
like-
of research when you're in the military. You work for and you go for a country and all this shit, and you don't know nothing about it.
I'm a sound engineer in the military.
I understand that, but you still, if they wanted you to go to war, you're the first one to go. You're still assigned to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
could
you get like deployed? What do you like?
Most likely for my unit, we're probably never gonna get deployed.
Yeah. Are you like what are you?
I'm a 42 9 X-ray, which is part of the 42 X-ray is part of the band. 9 X-ray is 42 Romeo is part of the band. 9 X-ray is live sound engineer for the band, like lighting technician, running the soundboards, setting up and everything else. I technically have the hardest job in my unit. That's what I've been told, at least.
My thing is that like, how is that?
Are you like
the band?
You know,
pretty much recruits.
Yeah,
It's getting people to okay, this is what the band's about. This is really cool.
But
this
it's
is what
a
the Army's
military.
about. Yeah. We're trying to get more people to join the military. That's the whole part.
For why? We have the biggest military in the world already. What the fuck you want to keep recruiting people?
You getting around fired up
because it's shit like that. Like you still want to be the biggest military in the world, and you're the biggest.
Like what we have ain't enough, type shit.
Basically, we have all.
Well, I mean but that's just. I feel like that's another great example of America,
What
the
it
United
possibly
States.
could be is like they might have to send off that information. I mean, all that money, because what are they supposed to do with that? We're getting, I guess, too much money. We got to give it out. I mean, that could be it.
Well, that just shows it again for voting and doing all this other stuff. Military and the police get way too much money for no fucking reason.
I'm not complaining.
I bet you won't, because you're in the military to not really fight for our country, but when it all comes down to it, you're fighting for our country.
Well, it does provide a lot of jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does. That's what I'm saying. But it's like, okay, if you're doing that and it's one of those things like ROTC or what have you, like back in those days, they went to fight in the actual wars or fight in things. Like being a part of the military now is basically just like, oh, I'm gonna get free tuition, I'm gonna get free this, I'm gonna get free that, and I'm the one that's paying for this shit. You see what I'm saying? And you just get a free education, get all this free shit, you get money for not doing shit,
Anyone
and then
can
you
do that.
still can be like, I'm part of the military. But why would I want to be a part of a bully? Like that military is a bully. United States military is a bully.
I don't see it that way. I mean, yeah, there's some assholes that run the operations, but it's like
No, he's saying like the big picture.
the big.
not-
Oh
not
we're taking money from you to provide everyone else jobs. I guess. I don't know. I see it as a helping scheme for the world.
How is it a helping scheme when we're the ones that's going over into other people's shit, terrorizing it?
I'm not part of that. The military
Because you're
separating.
not-
It's not just
Oh my
one
God.
thing. Like when you say you're part of the military, you know, it's like it's not just fighting wars.
I mean, I understand it's not just fighting wars. Like,
Can
it's just
I-
like a
can I-
policeman is not just supposed to arrest.
Yeah.
But what else do they do? Okay, then whatever. What is it?
Could I ask what made you like join?
Because the initial reason is I wanted to fight in the war next to my buddy, but it changed over the years.
So how many years has it been? 3?
It's been 4.
4? Okay, so what after that first year, after like basic and all that shit, what changed in that first year? Do you think?
Pretty much, I didn't like the people I was working with. I mean, it just got old to me. Like just always sucking, always being put in crappy situations where I don't want to be in. I'd be outside, I'd be in the rain, and I'd be soaked, and I'd be tired, and I had blisters on my feet, and I was like, this shit, dude, I don't really like this. And then I found out that there's different jobs with the military. I was like, I want to be a sound engineer. I didn't realize I wanted to be a sound engineer until a few years ago. And I that's why I moved out to Arizona in the first place, and I found out there was another job that I can pursue my career.
Shout out.
What I love doing, and I took it.
So how about the first to second year? What
Well,
was that?
Initially, I got into the military, but my buddy, he couldn't get into the military because he was like blind in one eye. So that stopped him from joining.
Mm-hmm. I can't join because I got flat feet.
Yeah, something like that. Some stupid crap like that. Can't join because that's a real reason.
I think it is.
Like you gotta have perfect eyesight. You can't even wear contacts if you want to be fucking a pilot in the Air Force. So it's like shit like that. Like yeah, you're choosing not to have these. Like it's never mind.
Go on.
Can't be colorblind. I was sitting there at NEPS, whatever, and the dude like he was like really depressed. I'm like, yo man, you okay? He's like, man, I can't get in. I'm like, why not? Because I didn't even know I was colorblind, man. Like he legitimately didn't know. Like we have a booklet and we flip to the book and we got to read numbers and stuff. And he legitimately didn't know he's colorblind and he couldn't read some numbers. He couldn't get in the military.
Damn.
Because they were a different color.
Yeah, because they're the dot things. You know, like there's a 6 and there's green and red.
Oh, I
dots,
see what you're saying. Okay, but let me ask you this though: Does the Middle East have a lot of colors for real? Like besides like some of the fabrics that they actually wear. So this is why I say this. We're always in the Middle East, right? That's the biggest part of the shit that goes on because of like oil and all that other good shit. But to stand out and be on guard and look at a brown landscape shouldn't be to where like, oh, you got to see this color. You know what I mean? Like,
there is. Yeah, you definitely have to pick out colors while you're out there because you got to think of colored smoke grenades, right? You don't tell what you're. I'm gonna light up a smoke. You can't tell anybody what color it's going to be because you never know who's listening in. They pop a green smoke, and they're like, yeah, I see green smoke. Is that you?
I mean, and I can see it in that instance. It's like if it's going to be something that's colored, but at the same time, like you said, you got people that actually want to be in the military, and then you got people that don't even want to fucking be there. Mm-hmm. Like, just because he has that one color blindness or in the eye or what have you, that doesn't still take away his determination.
It doesn't take away his determination.
He could probably be better than half of the people that enlisted.
That joined just because they didn't know what else
it's like,
to do.
oh, well,
say if he was in charge of the entire operation, he's colorblind, and he's in charge of telling everybody what to fucking do, and the enemy pops up colored smoke, and we pop up a colored smoke. He can't tell the difference between the two colors of smoke, and he's like, "That's our smoke. Let's go." They walk right into an ambush.
That's called adapting. You adapt. Just
How do you adapt to colorblindness?
You can. There's a lot of people that can steal.
Well, like I get what you're saying, but also at the same time, I feel like there's like another person in command that could help in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Possibility, it could be him. That's the only one that's in command. That's why they don't do it.
Hold on. Let me say something. This is what I just kind of like. A light bulb popped up like Al in the last video.
Yeah.
So it's like we choose as a military to be like, hey, these certain people can't get in, right? These people can't get in. But the thing about it is that we have so many people that are in the military that goes over into these other countries that come out with PTSD and all this other shit that is worse than those people that were even trying to get in the military. And you can't even help those people.
Money. Monthly checks. PTSD. My back is broken. It's spinal.
Yeah. But most of the people that are homeless are veterans.
Yeah, that I don't understand.
Exactly. So how do we have all this money that we pay to this fucking military that can't take care of their veterans when they come back home?
It comes down to personal choices.
No, it ain't no personal choice. Some of them people don't have, like, y'all, like, honestly, if you actually go look through it, there's not a lot of help for veterans for the most part. That's why Biden is pushing so hard for the help of veterans when they come home. Mm-hmm. That's why more people are looking to vote for him and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So there's not as much as you may think to help those veterans. And it's hundreds and hundreds of veterans that come home every day.
Yeah.
With mental health issues and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes they might push it off and be like, oh, well, I'm going to get in this drug. Now they're hooked on a drug. Mm-hmm. Now that didn't spiral out of control. You see what I'm saying? The government puts people in a position to where you want to fight for this country and you want your patriotism, but your country doesn't fight for you when you come home.
I can't answer that. I don't know.
Well, I just say that that's crazy.
I guess when I'm a veteran, I'll be able to.
Well, I mean, you're a veteran, but you won't be going through the same things that others have.
No,
because you're still here on this soil. You're shooting a gun, but you're not shooting at people. You're not shooting at kids. You're not blowing up shit. You're not almost being blown up.
Yeah,
so you're not. So yeah, you're not gonna go through that. So it's just one thing to where it's like, you know, a lot of people profess, you know, that they're part of the military, but then it's kind of like.
That's why I hate when people
you gotta kind of. I feel like you should kind of like. I feel like. It's kind of like with like basketball players. People be on a team and they win a championship, and then those people on the bench get a ring. Well, I mean, did you play?
That's why I hate when people come up to me and they're like, "Thank you for your service." I'm like, "I haven't done shit."
But when you joined, was that a goal to like go overseas and shit? Is that what you wanted?
Definitely, yes. I was training to become an infantryman. I was training to go to war. I was taking it 110% serious. But it's just I hated sucking every single day. So what do
you mean sucking?
Well, if you're laying down on the grass and you have to do patrol and you have to take a piss, sometimes you have to piss your pants. Like no shit. And
you ain't cool unless you
shit in a fucking dirt hole. You gotta wipe your ass with some sticks and mud. You gotta freaking I got put in Alaska for 2 weeks. I was freezing my ass off doing urban operations.
Oh, you were in Alaska?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Oh, damn.
What'd you think about Alaska?
It was gorgeous. It was fucking amazing.
But the reason you were there was whack.
Annual training, and I wasn't there just to enjoy some scenery. We were out in the cold every single day for 2 weeks. It was negative 40 degrees. They made me sleep in the snow the very first night to get acclimated. And I got extremely sick, and so when I got sick, they literally sent me to another town for like 3 days, just to be like recover. I was like, all right. we got to do some snowshoeing and stuff. And
so I'll ask you again. So looking back, would you do it all over?
Yes.
Well, he said he might re-enlist.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been a while, but I mean, I haven't spoke to him about that once before. But I remember you saying something about possibility of re-enlisting.
I definitely want to re-enlist because now I'm in a situation where I have a different goal in mind. I have my career to think about, my actual career, and on top of being in the military and doing what I love to do, that's a huge step forward for me. Than my resume stands out, definitely stands out, saying I'm a live sound engineer for the military. How many people could say that?
Yeah, that is true. It does look good on the resume. And so, like for you had, like, you were different. Like, you had a goal in mind of, like, going and actually fighting. And then you saw that our military is kind of asinine in a sense. So then you chose to still be a part of the military, but then you were like, well, I have a different love based off of the things that you went through within the time that you were in there.
Exactly. And if Eric was here and if he wanted to join the military and if he wanted to be a photographer for the military, that would be sort of the same aspect that I'm going into. He loves photography. He loves filming. He can be a photographer filmer.
He doesn't have time.
Never has time. I mean, you make time for things that are important. So stupid. You make time for things that are important.
No comment.
Oh man, I just love fucking with Al.
Because he's being like all serious and shit. Then you just throw like a little.
Because I mean, it's just like you're saying, like anybody.
Fuck, we forgot to light the fucking candle.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
But anybody. Yeah, it's in the room.
Oh, that's all good.
Anybody can necessarily go to the military, right? Mm-hmm. But then it's like for me, I thought about it. But I'm not going to be put in that situation where people are, in a sense,
Always in charge of you.
And looking down on me, in a sense. Like, they think they can talk to me like that because, my rank's higher than yours. Nigga, you better kiss my ass. You ain't gonna talk to me out of the way. I don't give a fuck who you are. You see what I'm saying? So that's where it is. Like, a lot of the people, even within the military, it's kind of like a lot of the people that was in the military even go into policing afterwards. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all those same people that may have something that's mental health wrong or something like that, now you're still giving them that power to have like a gun. I'm just saying, just as far as them, the way that it trickles down.
If I didn't have people talking shit over me or being over me, I would have never learned the amount of respect that I have now. Like, I have 180-degree turn around on everything because I joined the military. I'm more mature. I have a schedule, a routine that I get up every single day. I have a mental drive that I never used to have. I used to live in my mom's basement before I joined the military, and I just played video games all the time. I wouldn't shower for like a week. Mm-hmm. Like, I did not have anything set out for me. I was always late to school. I didn't care about crap. And I was very undisciplined. Very, very undisciplined.
Was there somebody that, like,
did you play
suggested
a sport, though?
Huh?
Did you play a sport?
Yeah, I mean, I tried playing like hockey, basketball and stuff like that, but every single thing that I set myself out to do, I quit. I just like, I don't want to do it. It's too hard. But after joining the military and after being under some mental strain and some shit.
Because you can't quit.
Yeah, I cannot quit.
Exactly, so that's why.
Yeah, exactly. And it gives me a mental drive. It makes me more mature. And it's made me into who I am now because of the military.